Hello everybody, this is Cristina for Monday's New Hope. This week we are continuing our rotation on finding your own path in recovery. And after the last week we've spoke about how there are no right or wrong answers in your recovery. This week we are addressing how you can find your answers, how you can find your own coping methods, how you can find your own treatment that works for you. And recovery should start with you, and even though along this way you will have a lot of support, you will have people around you, you will have maybe your treatment team, your friends or your parents, or you will have different coping solutions, different methods that might help you. With all this around you, recovery will not happen if you don't help yourself to recover. I know that sometimes you will say to yourself that you really want to recover, but something is not going the right way, and you keep relapsing, or you keep having slip ups, and you get angry because you don't understand why. And I'm saying this because I've lived this on my own. I have a lot of people around me that are supporting me. I have a whole team of doctors and therapists and all that stuff that are supporting me. I have a lot of coping strategies, a lot of practical tools and solutions that I can apply when I find myself in a difficult situation. But with all this, sometimes I feel that I am just not going on the right way, because recovery is still going on, but I'm not recovered yet. And even though I know that it's going to be a very long way and I'm in recovery for only a year or so, sometimes I get angry because I don't understand why, if I still have all this support around myself, I cannot recover. I'm not recovered yet. And I realize that recovery comes from me. It's okay to rely on all these external things, but if I don't have a word with myself, if I don't speak with myself from time to time and really try to ask me what is it that I really need in this moment, nothing else could help me to really get recovered. And you should need to have a word with yourself from time to time. You should really try to have an honest discussion with your inner self and truly ask, what is it that your true self needs in this particular situation that you're in? Maybe you need more support, maybe you need different treatment solutions, but maybe you also need to be more kind to yourself. Maybe you also need to accept the moment that you're in. You need to accept where you are and not try to complain about it anymore. Just take things as they are, accept that you are where you are, and accept that this is what you can do right now, and take things as they come, and don't put all these expectations on yourself. And I I've lived different situation in which the answers that I was looking outside myself didn't actually fit me until I really experience on my own and I've discovered what actually works for me. And this is what we're speaking about this week, about finding your own answers. Now, for instance, let me give you an example from my recovery. Um, you will find all over the internet, also in the videos that we've done in the past, maybe also your therapist will tell you that when you have the urge to do different behaviors, either binging or restricting or self-harming or whatever it is that you're doing, you should have some coping skills or coping solutions that should distract you from that behaviors. And we've done videos in the past for this channel about coping bank or the wellness toolbox, that it's actually different things that might help you in a difficult moment, can help you distract yourself. Things like take a walk, take a bath, journal, read something, call a friend, call mom, so on and so forth. And I've tried this on my own, and I have to tell you that in the moment that I had the urge to binge or the urge to restrict or whatever I had, I did a lot of journaling. I took a million walks. I took a million baths, and most of the time they didn't work. And of course I was angry. I was angry and I was blaming myself for not being able to to not let the binge or whatever behavior I had to go on. And I've tried this several times, and most of the time it didn't work. Until I really looked into myself, I asked myself, what is it that it's not allowing me to use this coping bank in order to not relate to behaviors? And what I discovered is that this is not the good answer for me, because in my personal case, when I arrive in the point that I have an urge to binge, restrict, whatever, um, there is not much that I can do in order to stop that thing. So the answer for me was that I have to do something beforehand and not letting myself to arrive in the point that I actually have the urge to do different behaviors. So this will mean that when I feel I am in a situation that might trigger me to do something, I need to protect myself. When I feel that I am having some kind of emotion that it's very probably to get very, very intense, and I know that when I have these very intense emotions, I tend to rely on my behaviors. I now know not to let myself arrive in that point where I cannot control my emotion anymore, so I have to rely on behaviors. Or when I feel that my anxiety levels are getting higher and higher, I know that I have to take care beforehand and do something and not letting my anxiety go to the roof so that I can't control it anymore. Um, so what I'm actually trying to tell you is that you should learn from your experience. You should learn from your mistakes, from your past, and try to take those things as your answers in order to reach recovery. Because if you're going to look outside of you, not always the answers that work for other people will work for you as well. And I know this is a pity because it's gonna be much more easier if we can just take solution from others and apply it to ourselves, but it doesn't work that way. And I think it's better it doesn't work like right in that way, sorry, because we are we are unique individuals and we all have our unique problems and our unique ways of coping and resolving them. And I think it's good. So look inside yourself, have a word with yourself, talk to you, see what actually is that you need, and try to work from there with what you find. So be strong. I know this is difficult. I know it is long and hard, but I'm sure that we can do it. I mean, we have people around us that have managed to completely recover. So if they did it, I'm sure that we can do it as well. And maybe sometimes if you are in recovery for a long time and you don't know what to do anymore and you're losing hope, maybe sometimes the key is just to give ourselves a break and accept where we're in and not ask for anything else. Of course, I'm not saying you that you should accept the behaviors, but as long as you're in recovery, you're working forward, um, just don't beat yourself up. I mean, it's my situation that I'm in this place where I am in recovery. Things are not getting worse, but they're not getting better either. And I beat myself up because I don't understand why it doesn't get any better. Why can't I just let go of these thoughts and these fears that I have and everything? But in the end, I think it's it's gonna do me much better if I just accept that I am where I am and just try to live the best as I can with the conditions and the situations that I have right now. And we'll see tomorrow what's gonna happen, what's gonna bring. So be strong, guys, and I hope you'll have a wonderful week. Bye.